Hey guys, today I have the Ecoflow Delta 2 Max. This is one of the coolest and most cutting edge power stations currently available on the market. Inside of the box, you get the main power station itself, and you also get an AC power cord for charging the unit from the wall. You get a little communications cord here and a 12-volt charger for your vehicle if you want to charge from your car while you're driving. On one side here, you have all of your DC ports and your main power button, as well as the screen. I really like the screen on this thing. It's very clear and distinct. Right in the center, it says the remaining capacity, and then it has a reading of the input and output in watts. This over here will tell you the approximate time remaining on the power station based on your current live usage. Down here, you have a bunch of USB ports. Just push this little gray button to activate them. And then you have two USB-A's that are standard, and then two USB-A's that are fast charge. And then you have two USB-C's that are fast charge up to 100 watts of output, which is pretty significant. On the opposite side, you have 6 AC power ports. Just push this little button to activate them. And then you also have a DC style 12-volt barrel plug right here. You can push that button to activate that as well. Right here are your inputs. So you have 2 solar inputs, and then you have your AC input. Just move this little flap up and you can see there is a little reset switch here in case you trip a breaker. It's really nice to see that they include 2 solar inputs, so you can hook up multiple solar panels to one power station. On one side of the unit, you have these extra battery ports, so you're actually able to expand the capacity if you want to add additional battery modules. There's 2 ports here, and right above there, you have 2 cooling fans that do an excellent job at drawing air from the inside and pulling it out. I like the way these fans are positioned. They're on top. As you know, heat rises, so all the heat will be expelled properly. Not much going on the 4th side of the station, but there are 2 other ventilation holes. This is where the air is drawn. I really like the inclusion of these big beefy handles. They're built into the power station that enable you to lift it and lug it around much easier than you would otherwise. Let's test this out and see what it's capable of. For testing purposes, I have plugged in this space heater. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And on the screen here, you can immediately see the output in watts. So this will climb and give you a live reading of the current draw. And as you can see here, the estimated time remaining will diminish based on the current usage. So it guesses about 1 hour remaining with this space heater plugged in. You typically wouldn't run a space heater off of this, but I'm really just doing a stress test on the power station, seeing if it can handle it, and it definitely can. Looks like it's plateauing just about 1200 watts. At the same time, I can use these DC ports. I've plugged this USB-C cable into my phone, and that's charging as well. This supports a ton of different devices. You have all of these ports and then the 6 AC ports on the back as well. I feel like the Ecoflow brand is definitely the one I would recommend the most when it comes to portable power stations. These things are built extremely well, and there's an accompanying app to go with it. So if you would like, you can actually install an app on your phone and get into all the statistics and the live readings of the battery cells internally. Now this heater's been running for a few minutes here, and it's pulling 1150 watts, and the cooling fans are activated. You can feel a little bit of air coming through here. These cooling fans are remarkably quiet, much more quiet than any other power station fans that I have used in the past. It's amazing how silent they seem. The best way to charge and replenish the internal capacity is to use the provided AC cable. I'm going to plug it into this port here, give it a nice push, and you can hear it kind of click on. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that, but those are the fans inside. Very quiet operation while it's charging. Now, while you can use solar or your car or other methods to recharge it, Charging it from your wall via this AC cord is definitely the best way to go. As you can see here, the input is climbing. It's just over 1600 watts of input, and it's indicating that it will recharge to 100% in 4 minutes. It's pretty awesome. You can get a full charge in just over an hour. That is remarkable. This uses LFP batteries, so you're going to get at least a decade out of these cells. Overall, I've been very happy with this Ecoflow Delta 2 Max. It has an incredible capacity, super nice output, and it functions perfectly. No issues at all to speak of, and I highly recommend it.